onto our channel. I am Nifesiayo, and if you're new here, thank you for branching. Please become a member of the tribe, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, go through our channel, be familiar with every of our content, and I promise you we will not disappoint you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming. Today, on Girls Talk, there is something I need us to discuss. It is going to be short. I promise you, this episode is going to be short, but you will go through enough emotions to last you for a day. So please grab a cup or plate of whatever you enjoy and follow me. Now, what would you do if you did not just wake up from the surgery, if you are ill, yeah, and then you go to the hospital normal, and then they run series of tests, and the results shows that you cannot bear children. Not because you've not born children before, but because somebody evacuated your system and you were not aware. What would you do if you are the woman, or if it's your spouse's system that you realize that somebody just removed their tube or their womb? Because this is what happened to this particular woman. So let me give you a story. Now, this woman, she's 29 years old. Okay, this is how it started. They asked that, what is the most inappropriate thing a doctor has said or done to you? She shared her story, and I'm like, my family members need to hear this. Tribe members, we need to discuss this particular story. So here it goes. She's 29 years old. She has birth control. She went to a doctor, a gynecologist, to say, I would want to remove this birth control because I am interested in trying for a third child. And the man said, no, you are not entitled to have another child. Like, is it your body now? And she was like, why? Why can't I have another child? Because I desire to have another child, a third child. And he was like, okay, so you've heard the stillbirth, you are diabetic, and I honestly will not advise you to do it. And she was like, but I want it. And he was like, no, I am not going to remove your birth control and all of those things. So she went to see her endocrinologist. That's a doctor that is responsible for hormonal imbalances and issues like that. She went to see the woman, and the woman was livid, like, no, it does not get to decide if you leave your birth control in or you remove it. So they took it up with him, with the authorities, and he had no choice but to remove it and let the woman get pregnant. Now this is where the whole thing got messy. She got pregnant, and according to her, due to no fault of hers at all, you know, pregnancy, the journey is a very long one, and sometimes there are complications involved. So there was a complication, the placenta ruptured or something like that, so she had to have an emergency C-section. While she was on the operating table, they removed the baby from her womb, and she was fine, and then she went home, and everything was okay. Fast forward, she needed to have a urectomy done. That's, I don't want to go into the female anatomy and all of those things, but it's a kind of surgery that they do for female especially, and it was discovered that she does not have a fallopian tube. Apparently, a doctor is the tube evacuator, because without consent from her or her partner or her parent or whatever, from her especially, he decided that while he was operating her for to remove her baby, he was not going to tie a tube like he does for birth control. He decided to totally remove the tube. Like, if you know about the female reproductive system, you know that without the tube, there is zero chance of conception. Like, even a woman with a faulty fallopian tube has several issues to deal with on a norm. Now removing the tube, so she's tubeless. Courtesy a gynecologist who has no right whatsoever. When I heard it, the first thing that came to my mind is this man a past lover, or is he a forever crush? Because how would you love somebody? Is it love? Is it so much care? Because how would you say, I'm your doctor and I'm so much concerned about you that I do not put your feelings, I do not put who you are into consideration, I am going to remove your tube because I don't want you to have a child. Like, Why? Even our parents cannot, our partner cannot make that decision. Then I went from that to, why did she go back to the man? Because in the first place, they had to force him to remove your birth control so you can have a baby. Now, in the process of conception and in the gestational period, you decided that you still want to use the same man. This man has breached every trust. Because how can I say I trust you with my life? I lay on the operating table, on the theater, in the theater room, and you decide that you want to remove my fallopian tube. He has broken every trust. I don't see any reason, and that is what most people are saying. Like, why did you think it is wise enough? Why do you trust this man so much that even when you knew he was not interested in you having a child? I would honestly be worried, because okay, what if in the course of pregnancy no more complications arise? Okay, like she had the placenta complication. Now what if the man had trivialized her pain? Because, well, in the first place he said you don't have a child. What if he trivializes your pain? What if he is not concerned about the health of the baby or yourself, and then you end up having even more severe complication in the course of the pregnancy? What would have happened? How do you trust somebody that much? Please let me know. Is there somebody in your life that you trust that much? A doctor, or maybe it's a family doctor. Maybe that's the person they've been using from generation to generation, and so she could trust him that much. Because, okay, I understand that she might trust him, no problem, because ultimately it's not his decision to make. He has no reason whatsoever to remove that womb, the tube that he removed, yeah? And I also understand that he might be coming from a place of, I'm human too, even though I'm your doctor. But you can only strongly advise now. We've heard series of cases like that where a woman has complications with birth, and then they tell her, okay, you have to go through cesarean section. Especially in this part of the world where we are very religious, and the woman will refuse cesarean section, saying she wants to give birth naturally in quotes now. And the doctor would have no choice but to leave her, and then she would go somewhere else, and she would realize that, oh, I still need the help of a professional, and then she will come back to this doctor for the right thing to do. You could have done that with her. You have no reason to say, am I the one that is overthinking? You have no reason to say you want to remove someone else's fallopian tube now. She's not your wife. She's not, even if she's your wife. And people are saying, okay, we need to eradicate male gynecologists. Like, we don't need them. But I feel like it could be any gender, actually. To me, I feel like it's just a sad individual who feels the need to assert dominance on everything and anything, even if the person is his patient. And I hope to God that he actually got his license revoked. I hope to God that she sued him and he paid heavily. Because it's just like a man having vasectomy. Okay, now let's say you're a man and then you go to your doctor for your maybe your prostate check or examination or whatever thing guys do, and then he says, oh, there's a problem with you. You need to get in the operating room. And then you get into the theater, and then you come out to realize that this man has performed vasectomy on you. It is irreversible. You definitely cannot have a child ever again. What would you do? Or if you just... Okay, some people are saying that given her circumstances, because she's had stillbirth, he has health issues, that the man might just be looking out for her, but it's not your choice to make. If you decide she wants to have a fourth child, you will look at her now. You can, right? Is that not how the medical profession is supposed to go? Is that not how? I think I'm getting confused. Is that not how we're supposed to? Like, is that not the proper procedure you're supposed to take? Please, what do you think? Do you think all of this thing that just happened is right? Because this man did not just say something. He did something irreversible, detrimental. Like, it could be traumatic. I trust myself. I can get very emotional about these things. I'll just wake up one morning and I'll remember that, shit, we don't have a tube. Even though I know I've given birth to all the children I want to give birth to, but you don't have a tube. Not of your choice. Somebody took it from you. Like, that's theft now. Did you use that tip for something? I'm in Nigeria, please let me think, Judge. Did you use that tip for something? They say, this woman, oh, you need tube for this ritual to work. Oh, and as a doctor, Ikukuma decided to remove someone else's tube. Your story is funny. Please, you know how we'll do it. It's a conversation. I'll be in the comment section waiting for you. Let me know what you think. Do you think he has any right whatsoever. Do you blame the woman for going back to him? I do not blame her, because irrespective of, even if she did not go back or she went back, he has no right to do what he did. So I do not blame her one bit. But what do you think? Do you think we should not use male gynecologists as females? But I feel like it goes both ways. A man could do that and a woman could also do that once they have a need to be dominant or to take charge or that kind of thing. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, like it, share it with your family, friends, foes, everyone alike. And until I see you in the next one, please guard your internal organs jealously. Bye.